What's up, guys? Dustin Yewy here, back with the NHL 13 GM mode with the Colorado Avalanche. We're at the trade deadline, and there's a couple weeks to go. Yeah, and this is our last year, so we're getting crunch time. So right now we're sitting first in the West, tied with Columbus for 85 points. New York Islanders are first in the league with 93. Shinkruk's at 43 goals. Pansel has 30 goals. Sedin has 49 assists. Stamkos has 43 points. Shinkruk has 74, is leading the league. Stamkos has 64, and Henrik Sedin has 62. So we got a lot of guys getting points for us, which is nice. It's very good, but yeah, I was looking at trades in between videos. Just because I like to kind of pre-do trades and see what I can work out, just so I don't waste time trying to do it live, because it's impossible a lot of the times. I mean, sometimes I get lucky, but because I'll just be like, oh, let's try this, and it works. But I wanted to try and get a top 2 defenseman going into the playoffs, and it literally did not work. Yeah, there was only a couple that I could try and get, but yeah, literally I was just, whoa, what the heck? What the heck just happened there? Okay. Whatever. So yeah, like, I don't know. There's not really any trades to do. Like, obviously I tried to get top 2, like I said, and it wasn't working, so not the end of the world. We still have a really good team, so I think the Colorado All-Stars will prevail. Obviously, I'm just going to see if I get offered anything, but I don't think it's going to happen. No, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. Mike Green from Washington. Murphy. Valtteri Filppula. Come on, game. Why you take so long? I was gonna say why you take so slow, but that didn't make sense. Why you take so slow, man? It's not cool. Oh, come on now. Holy crap. I hate the trade deadline. It takes so long. I think next set of teams. Oh, nice. I'm literally just going to skip it. Hodgson for Brian Allen. Nope. No, thank you. Unless you want me to get... what's Cam Fowler like? 86 top 4. Alright, let's use Cam Fowler and... Brian Campbell. And we're going to get rid of that. See, this is just a kind of like a... I'm trying to just throw back a proposal of my own to try and get something here. Brian Campbell and a second. See if there's anything else I can throw at them. Oscar Dansk. Because at this point, there's literally no point of me keeping prospects and all that garbage. I bet that would probably go through. Let's try. What? Called a trade block? Yeah, but I gave you 2 players you wanted. Ah, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's no point of keeping prospects and whatnot. If I was doing a 10-year GM, then for sure, I would totally keep prospects. And I probably wouldn't make some reckless trades that I've made so far. But basically, for this year, we're going to the playoffs. It comes down to just having the best team. You want to have the best team you can in year 5 for sure. I mean, we won the cup in year 2 and 3, and I didn't even think we were that good. I mean, we had some pretty good players, and we had a pretty solid team, but, you know, like, it wasn't what it could have been. Brian Allen. How good is Brian Allen? Ugh. Okay, well, they clearly want Tardif Richard. Or I guess a third line player. What do they have for third line players? Pop, pop, pop. They want to get rid of Corey Perry. Holy crap. Williams. Is Freeberg a third line player? I don't even know. Oh, wow. No, not at all. Not at all. What's Smith Pelly like? 81. What's his stats like this year? 30 points. Wow. Should trade Smith Pelly for Landeskog. Let's just throw it out there. Landeskog for Smith Pelly. And then I'm going to take off him. Brian Allen. Cam Fowler. Take off the third rounder. Throw in a Brian Campbell. And a first round pick. If I can upgrade just the slightest bit, I will be happy. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do Ryan Ellis instead of Campbell. Because Campbell, in general, is a better player than Ryan Ellis. I know Ryan Ellis is young, and normally I would never trade Ryan Ellis. If I was to get him, I would have got him earlier anyways. But I only picked him up because he was an 83 overall, and I was able to get him, you know. So basically, the reason I'm trading Ryan Ellis now is because I want to get Cam Fowler as an upgrade, right? So it's not that he's not a good player, because he is a good player, but you know, I would really like to upgrade a little bit. So Landeskog for Smith Pelly is pretty much even trade. Fowler for Ellis plus the first, I think, will be good. But I don't think, because they're not red, right? So we'll see. Yeah, quite far off in value. No, it's not. You guys are kidding me, right? I'm trying to make a Stanley Cup winning team here, guys. Oh well. What would I like to do? I mean, I'd like to upgrade a D-man, but at the same time, our D aren't that bad. Can't really complain, you know. Kind of defense do they got here? Dougie Hamilton, top 6. No. Buffalo. I know Myers is a top guy, but his value is way up there. Calgary. Barchi. Bouwmeester's a top 4, but his salary is like $5.8 million. That's bad. I don't think these guys have any top guys. McBain's a top 4. Chicago, there was Duncan Keith. 1 year left, top 2. Let's try and get Duncan Keith, maybe. I'll just try it really fast. Duncan Keith for, let's say, yeah, let's say Siemens, just because it doesn't matter. He's not as good as Ellis. And then I'll throw in the first rounder. And I don't know if I have enough players, but let's see if I can throw in just someone else randomly here. Kajunski, sure. Throw in Kajunski. Oh, that's not going to go through. So we'll take this guy, Tarnstrom. See if this works. Kajunski for this guy, Keith for Siemens, and a first. Nope. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get any trades here. Just from the value I'm trying to get rid of, like, it's going to be tough to try and get a top 2 defenseman unless I'm actually putting up something really good. I tried Ryan Murray, didn't work. And this was like in between videos. How good is Cronwall? Ooh, 88. They're trying to get rid of Cronwall too. Alright, let's do that. Cronwall for... Wow, they don't really want a lot of guys, eh? Siemens. Cronwall for Siemens and a first, maybe? Oh, they want all these third rounds, eh? Oh, yeah, they want future firsts, eh? Oh, that should definitely go through. Let's see if I can do something else here, too. Just to add on to it. Wow, they want to get rid of Henrik Zetterberg, too? My gosh. These guys are out of control. Pulkkinen. I'm just trying to see if there's... I want like a third line player, Emerton, but I don't think he's that great. How good is Helm? Wow, 79, really? That sucks. Well, that just sucks. Second line. Who's this guy? Yarncroc. Wait, was he a playmaker though? Yeah, he was. That's not cool. Tatar, what's Tater Tots like? 2-way forward. But they don't want to get rid of him, eh? First and Landeskog. Oh, frick, cap. Yeah, the cap space isn't good. Yeah, the cap's not gonna work for that, so I'm gonna get rid of that and that. Siemens for Cronwall and a first. That should easily go through. That's kind of what I want to try and get something else out of this year. Zetterberg is way too costly. Tatar is way too costly. What's Ian White like? 83 top 4. That's not really worth trying to get. Leopold, we traded to them. Yarncroc, he's a playmaker. What do I have in my third line? That's what I'm trying to think. I actually don't know if I have a third line playmaker. 48 points. That's pretty good. Let's try and get Yarncroc. He's an 82 second liner. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that, and we'll trade Landeskog. Oops. Landeskog. Okay, let's try this here. Alright, so Cronwall and Landeskog are basically even almost. This guy for Siemens, plus they get a first round. That's a pretty good trade. If I don't know. Let's just see if it works. There we go. Nice. Now, I know that was probably going to work anyways, but you know what? I really don't care. So, alright, so Yarncroc is going to go here. Yeah, like we got a couple of playmakers, but actually, what's his face-offs like? 73, and Hodgson is 60. Okay, so I'm going to put Yarncroc as the center guy there. You guys are telling me to put Kane on the first line, so I'm going to put Kane on the first line, okay? So, shh. And Cronwall's an 88. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, it says he's not a top 2 defenseman, but you know what? In my books, an 88 is pretty much a top 2 defenseman, so whatever. That's a pretty solid move. And we obviously upgraded Landeskog. Ellis, let's put Cronwall. Cronwall. And he's just going to Cronwall people. Johnson, Campbell, Bogosian, Hainsey, Ellis, Cronwall, and I'll put Campbell in there. Campbell. There we go. Alright. Looks good to me. Alright, so we're done all the trades there. Alright. I know it's not the best trade in the world. Obviously, if I was, again, looking towards a 10-year GM, I would never do this trade. Simply because I would like to keep, you know, first-round picks. And someone like Landeskog, who's a 4.5 star, you know, I might actually try and make him get better. But seeing as we're in year 5, literally we're a couple months away from the playoffs. Oh. Yeah. Hodge, yeah. Why would they propose it if it's not approved? That makes no sense. Alright, so we did the trade deadline. I think that's the end of it, yeah. There we go. Let's see what kind of crazy waivers we get this year. Alright, come on now. Yeah, like Siemens, I would never have traded just because of how good he... I mean, obviously, I could have played him... I would have said in the AHL if I could have, or Francois Beauchemin. No. No. Nope. Nothing really good there, eh? So yeah, if this was definitely a 10-year, I would not have traded Siemens just because I know he'd get better, as well as Landeskog. But whatever. I mean, last year we're looking towards the playoffs. That's all I want to do. All right, so we did that, and we'll finish the season next video, and we'll move into the playoffs after that. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.